Next on the news at 10, a teenager is missing and police are asking for your help in getting her back home. And a creative program on campus is spreading the word about their love and the arts and football. Find out how you can help them. Stick around, WVUA News at 10 is next.
Live from Bryant-Denny Stadium, Alabama's home team. Live, local, late breaking. This is WVUA News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Zachary Tigert. Thank you for joining us on WVUA News at 10. We begin with information on a missing teenager. Details in tonight's top story. According to the Fayette County Sheriff's Office, authorities are searching for a 14-year-old Hannah Harbin who was last seen leaving Hubbardville High School on Friday with 19-year-old Jordan White. If you have any information on their location, you are asked to call 205-932-3205. Stay with WVUA for any updates in this case. In tonight's Crime Watch, 2 robberies less than a mile apart. According to UAPD, the first of the 2 happened Saturday around 11:30 p.m. Police say the victim was going into the Shell gas station on University Boulevard when he was approached by a man who asked for money. As the victim reached for his wallet, the suspect allegedly shoved him to the ground and took money from his wallet. The suspect then left the area on foot, heading north on Reed Street. Police say no weapon was displayed and no injuries were reported. Police have described the suspect as a black male wearing a brown jacket and blue jeans. Around 2:30 this morning, University police responded to an on-campus robbery in the 1100 block of University Boulevard, near the location of the first robbery on the Strip. According to police, the victim says that he was walking to his car when he was assaulted by 4 men. The men took some of the victim's belongings and left the area. Police are describing the suspects as 4 black males, one of them having a dreadlock hairstyle. If you have any information on either of these crimes, call UAPD at 205-348-5454. The University of Alabama campus is still celebrating a big weekend football win, and people are sharing their love of the game in many ways. UA's Creative Campus Group has found a way to appeal to both football fanatics and art lovers with their creative process game day buttons. The buttons combine creative historical figures with everyone's favorite Alabama football phrases and have proven very popular with fans. Joey Weed of UA Creative Campus says the group was created to make a difference in the community.
So we're part of the Creative Campus Initiative, which its goal is really to enhance the arts and the cultural awareness on campus. So we really wanted to do something because there's so many people on game day and it's such a cultural event for Tuscaloosa and Alabama that we wanted to kind of make it fun and make it a little more interesting. So we wanted to do something in the stadium at first, but then we kind of had the idea, why don't we do something for buttons, because it's simple and people already wear buttons around, so why not add little cultural references?
If you want your own button, you can get one at Maxwell Hall the next time that you're on campus for game day. It's November and the holiday season is arriving fast, but several local groups in Tuscaloosa took the opportunity to give back today. Tuscaloosa Mystiques SSC, along with around 25 other groups, hosted the 3rd annual Feed the Community Thanksgiving Dinner. The event was held at the McDonald Hughes Center off of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Food was donated by individuals along with catering provided by DCH Hospital. Cynthia Travis is with the event. She says this is the perfect time to start giving back to the community.
Well, I think it's important because it's giving back to the community for one, and then it's Thanksgiving. It's that time of year that you do give back, and we do a lot of community service-based projects. So I think this is one of the big ones that the association participates in.
For more information on future community service projects and how you can get involved, please visit their Facebook page by searching Mystiques SSC Tuscaloosa. Now moving on to sports and the Tide's big game against Mississippi State. Quarterback Blake Sims made sure the Tide had the upper hand in the end to send the #1 team packing. Number 6 made some key plays in this one, especially in the Tide's final scoring drive of the night.
Greatest drives, in Alabama history probably, to go down there and make it a 2-score game. in the fourth quarter. The offense put a great drive together. Blake made two critical, third down conversions in that, scramble conversions, in that drive.
Yeah, some plays began to break down, and Blake ran, and he converted with his feet.
Just wanted to hit the open guy. If it wasn't there, find Tigert or Derek. I can't remember who was in, and just use my feet. And just happy that we was able to convert them third downs. I feel real good. I always feel good about third downs because that's what we work the most in practice. And Coach Kiffin prepares us so great during the week that we know that we're going to convert every third down.
Nick Saban is now 5-0 against #1 ranked teams, the most of any coach in the poll era. Alabama is 7-4 all-time against a top-ranked opponent. So Alabama making a big step forward in the SEC West race. A win over Auburn in 2 weeks will send them to Atlanta. And Auburn had their own problems to worry about, specifically the Georgia Bulldogs. The Dogs got Todd Gurley back in this game, but Auburn trying to bounce back from their second loss. A good start for the Tigers. Cameron Artis-Payne with a nice run, 26 yards, Auburn up 7-0. But the Dogs start barking. Hudson Mason with the dart to Malcolm Mitchell. We're all tied up, and we would not stay that way. Nick Chubb, 9 yards. Auburn held to its lowest offensive output under Gus Malzahn. The Bulldogs slammed the Tigers 34-7. Crazy game in Gainesville today. Florida goes up by a touchdown in the third quarter off of a Matt Jones 1-yard run. But in the fourth quarter, South Carolina blocks the Gators' punt and puts themselves in great field position, and the Gamecocks make good on it. Dylan Thompson pitches to Mike Davis, who manages to hang on to send this one to overtime. Gators settle for a field goal on their first drive, but the Gamecocks send Dylan Thompson to the end zone and lead Florida with a 23-20 win. Tennessee hosting Kentucky at Neyland Stadium. Vols inching their way towards bowl eligibility. Josh Dobbs with a little drop-off to Von Pearson. He waltzes into the end zone for the 21-yard score. The Big Orange doing big things. Later, Patrick Tolles will be intercepted by Ryan Randolph, takes it to the house. Vols all over Big Blue, 50-16. Here's a look at the SEC scoreboard, and Arkansas was trying to get their first SEC win in 2 years. They're well on their way against LSU and Mizzou all over Texas A&M. Thanks for joining us tonight. That does it for WVOA News at 10. We'll see you next time.